I would understand that.
Okay, yeah. You don't have to enter.
I'll sign off.
So you can play.
See, 375 no header.
Welcome and good evening to Trojan Trench for tonight's varsity action. At this time, if you're not standing, please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats if you're available, as we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Now, let's meet our starters. First for our guests, the Wawasee Lady Warriors. Number 4, Lucy Wilkinson. Number 10, Mackenzie Hackelman. Number 12, Cadence Shepard. Number 22, Olivia Horn. And number 30, Molly Beer. Wawasee is coached by Derek Gilreath, assisted by Jessica Berger and Roger Brady. And now, the starters for your big blue swish. Number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. Number 14, Kinsey Atkins. Number 20, Jenna Bulis. Number 24, Emily Bugg. And number 34, Addison Veers. Triton is coached by Kennedy Kroll and assisted by Lindsay Shively. Our officials for tonight's varsity matchup, the referee is Zach Sleva. The umpires are Corbin Correa and Clem Hollingsworth.
All right, welcome everyone here to the Trojan Trench. It's Grandparents' Night here as Wawasee and Triton square off, both 2-4 win teams, as Addison Veers, Faulkner, Bugg, Bulis, and Atkins, the 5 out there for Triton, with Hackelman, Shepard, Horn, Beer, and Wilkinson out there for the Warriors. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is Anna McIntyre. Kaden, Hummitch, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. As Veers and Beer get ready to set things off, final instructions between the officials. Of course, thank you for being here tonight. I had to change roles for a little bit.
Hey,
I got to be a PA guy tonight.
we're both getting into new roles this year, Andy.
Well, I third string announcer. That's where I'm at. You see, if Don's not there, the legend, then you go first string. You got to go second string with Jordan Nickus, and then you got to bring the closer and the guy from like that Division IV college or
Division IV.
from the community college graduate.
Oh, he's trying to fix it. I was like, what is he trying to do?
We're close. There, a little bit of delay here. The student section, the boys basketball trying to get involved. Well, the officials got it.
What is happening over there?
Got to get the net looking good. There you go.
No, I mean over there.
They wanted to go out there and do it.
Oh.
They want to go out and do it. See, they want to get involved. So both teams coming off a win. Their last time out, Triton getting their first win in over 10 years against Plymouth. And Wawasee taking down Concord last night, 48-36.
What did you say about Plymouth?
First time in over 10 years they've
Oh,
beaten Plymouth.
I was confused.
Triton controls the tip, and Kinsey Atkins will bring it up the floor for them. Atkins works right, finds Bulis on the right wing. Veers trying to get position down low, but a nice job by Horn to take away the post. Bug tries to straightaway three to start off the game. Back iron, no good. Addison Veers gets the rebound. Had 15 the other night, goes back up and gets that one to go with the putback. And Triton strikes first.
I thought she had 24.
24 points, 15 rebounds.
Oh, 15 rebounds. Got it.
She nearly has averaged a double-double with the points and rebound department here this season. The double-double machine takes her spot in the post down there in the paint as Wawasee works it around the perimeter. Wilkinson with it. She'll work left. Atkins going to come out and guard her. Goes to Horn. Feeds it down low there to Hackelman. Goes up with it. No good. And fighting for the rebound is Addison Veers with another one. Jocelyn Faulkner. I'd like to see a big game out of her. And Bulis at that number 3 spot here tonight. And Emily Bug has provided a lot of assists. Good ball handling for Triton here this season. As she gets caught in the corner there. Feeds it to Addison Veers. Atkins up top. Kinsey showed off her range last game. Tries to thread the needle down to Veers, but Hackelman knocks it away and steals it as she goes back the other way. Here comes Bulis from behind her, and Hackelman will track down. Horn will drive, stops on the baseline, spinning away. Atkins got a piece of it, had 6 steals the other night and knocks that one away, and Triton forces the turnover. Kinsey Atkins, as we said, was a stealing machine the other night. 6 steals to her credit. Faulkner now brings up the floor. Going to get trapped to the half-court line. Finds Veers, good find. On the right wing, she'll skip it across to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins will lose the dribble, takes her eyes off, but somehow corrals it. Faulkner now with it. She'll work right, works with the screen. Give and goes not there, has to work it across to Jenna Bulis. Goes to Bug. Bug now on the baseline. Wawasee doing a great job in the post, trying to take away Addison Veers here. Faulkner on the right wing, feeds it down to Veers, too high, tipped around. Wawasee steals it away. Horn back the other way for the Warriors. She'll stop top of the key. Onto Wilkinson. Looked in the corner, didn't like it. Goes back to Hackelman up top. Shepard in the corner, she wants it. Looking for Beer underneath. She'll bounce it down to the baseline. Beer now gets trapped, feeds it back, and losing it there is Kayden Shepard, and Triton takes back over. Wawasee in his first season is Derek Gilruth. 4-2 to start off the season. New coach for Wawasee. Start off with a strong start with his Lady Warriors here this season. Of course, Kennedy Kroll in her second season as Hackelman steals that one away. Fighting for it, throws it out of bounds, but it's going to go. They're going to say a jump ball, and it still belongs to the Warriors off the turnover. Of course, Coach Kroll in her second season, 17 wins. So her team's 4-1 to start off the season. Another good start for her team. Very hungry defensive team. Works well in the post and cleans the glass very well. As Horn stops up top, she'll leave it on over. As Wilkinson on the left wing. Goes back to Horn. To Beer on the baseline. Catch and shoot jumper too strong off the mark. Hackelman gets the offensive rebound. Hackelman steps back for 3. Too strong off the far iron. Wilkinson the rebound. Another offensive board for the Warriors. Shepard kicks to the corner to Wilkinson. Wilkinson up top goes back to Shepard. Goes to Beer on the left wing. Goes to Horn. Horn stops. Good defensive stand by Triton, but patience by the Warriors paying off. One more pass for Horn as she'll drive, changes it, goes up, and can't get that one to go. The equalizer off the mark as Atkins gets it back up the other way. Another rebound for Addison Veers. Dumps it down to Veers, cutting down underneath. She'll go up the glass. No good. Bank is closed here, and that one goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here with Triton as Shepard had got the piece of it.
Wawasee's defense is, I like the way that they're playing. They're playing strong, but our girls they've learned how to fight through that and get those offensive rebounds. But obviously, Wawasee is doing great with offensive rebounds. Atkins
gets the handoff. Nice job by Hackelman to fight through the screen. This is a very good Wawasee team, and they've shown off their defense, really setting the tone as Beer knocks that one away. Triton a very physical game against Plymouth the other night. Bug inbounds. Hackelman got a piece of it. Atkins tracks her way to the corner. Wilkinson takes away the 3, feeds it down to Veers. Fadeaway jump with the glass is no good. Hackelman with the rebound. Ackerman scans the floor as it goes off the foot of Faulkner. No call. Faulkner hangs on to it. 2-on-3 fast break. Atkins pulls back away, loses the ball, regains control, and leaves it for Bug. Bug works with the screen to her left, stops, wanted the give and go, but Hackelman knocks it away, and Wawasee comes away with the steal. Shepard down the floor in a hurry. Gets stopped there in the paint. Beer to Hackelman. Straightaway three for the lead. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Addison Veers again. Wawasee looking very good in transition. Give it time. That's a team that's going to figure it out. Faulkner drives the lane, goes up, banks open for Jocelyn Faulkner. Like I said, I want to see, and Sam said it to my left. He thinks Jocelyn's got a big game tonight. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, she's one of our most aggressive players. Her and Kinsey, they're my favorite to watch. They just get in there, and they're not afraid of anything.
The dynamic duo in the backcourt. We'll get our first foul of the game.
Foul's going to be on number 24, Emily Bug. That's her first, team's first.
Emily's got to watch it. She got in foul trouble in the first half the other night against Plymouth.
But then did well in the second half.
Beer gets the Warriors on the board with the bank shot off the inbound. Bug back the other way, goes up into Faulkner, pushing up to Veers. One more time to Beulah. She'll drive the lane. Jenna Beulis goes up, draws the foul, and goes to the line for two. Beulis another one I'm really like what I'm seeing from her.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Hackelman. That's her first, team's first. I don't know where I got second from, but.
Jenna, very good junior basketball player here this year. I think she's taken that step defensively. She's starting to get more control of her body, a little more of a basketball IQ on the floor. It's really soared this season.
And she's another aggressive one, too.
Perfect from the free throw line. Now, Jenna's a fun one to watch. Wilkinson up the floor. She'll work right to Hackelman. On top to Shepard. Quickly on over to Wilkinson on the left wing. Looking down low for Hackelman. She can't quite corral. Throws it off of. There's a throw back in, but couldn't quite.
I thought it looked like it went off of Jenna.
That's what I kind of thought too. Maybe just the angle, I guess. So full court pressure defense now by the Warriors to see if they can force a Triton turnover here. Back to Bug. Up to Atkins.
I liked seeing that full court pressure in the JV game, too. They ran it very well.
Faulkner, catch and shoot jumper from the straightaway. Puts it in. Jocelyn Faulkner, she's got 4. Wilkinson works left. Goes to Hackelman. Hands off to Horn. On to Wilkinson. Kicks it on over to Shepard on the right wing. Down to Beer. Beer back to Shepard. Pump fake. Goes to Wilkinson. Wawasee very patient with their offense. Beer will work it back across. Finds Shepard on the free throw line. Back to Wilkinson. Thought about the three. Pulls back. Goes to Hackelman. Retreats back. Triton's defense really making this Wawasee offense work, and there's a turnover as Addison Veers comes away with it up to Faulkner. Faulkner now with the basketball. Goes on over to Bug. Bug to Atkins. Straightaway three right wing three. Kenzie Atkins hits it from beyond the arc. Showing off the range again here in this one.
She hit one from over here, almost half court during warm-ups today.
Wouldn't surprise me. Young lady's got range. The senior sniper. Beer with it. Goes to Wilkinson. Works it on over to Horn. And the confidence in Kinsey's shot has really just came on. She wills that thing into the basket.
She said she didn't even know she was that deep, or didn't even realize she was that deep last game against Plymouth. She just said, oh, well, let's just shoot it up.
Kinsey Atkins, speaking of her, intercepts back to the way. Here comes Beer. Up goes Atkins, gets the steal in the basket, and a timeout for Wawasee as Triton has opened up to a 13-2 run to start off the first quarter. Wow. Kinsey Atkins showing off the wheels again.
That was impressive.
I don't know. We're going to have to watch the tape and see if Kayden was better at intercepting or if Kinsey was. I'm sure he'll comment here shortly. Of course, got Kayden on the sideline. Oh, no doubt. Telling you.
She tried it like 4 times, and she goes, Addison, one more. And then she made it on her last one.
Hey, made the one that counted, but right here, trying to open a 13-2 lead. That's great for them as they've kind of started out. You know, Wawasee kind of struggling trying to get those points. I mean, Triton's defense really stand tall, but Wawasee very patient.
Yeah, very
They just need to stay patient in their approach on offense. You know, you got 4 quarters to play here. You know, You're only down 11 right now, but there's still a lot of basketball to be played. If you're Wawasee down there talking, I think you're saying, hey, be patient. Don't panic. Work that ball in because they're getting good looks. I mean, they just need to just convert them.
Right. I feel like one thing that we struggle with slowing down and just being patient and getting those passes. She has 5. Right here.
She's got a 2 and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a 2 and a 3.
Kinsey.
Oh.
Avery has 2.
No.
Addison.
Wilkinson now with it.
Okay.
Hands off to Hackelman. Goes on over to Shepard. She'll drive. Stops. They're at the double team. Triton stopping her on the 3-point line. Horn gets it on the left side. Back to Shepard. Looking for Hackelman. She'll cross it back over and try to drive. Leaves it for Wilkinson on the elbow. Now to Hackelman. She'll drive. Drops it down into our recent substitution in Gibson. And then Jenna Bulis takes it away. Has Atkins up the floor. Bulis is going to take it herself all the way. Bulis goes up the left hand. Off the mark. No good. Addison Veer's rebound. Putback is up and no good. And it's a fight. Jenna Bulis gets the rebound. Goes up and draws the foul. Jenna Bulis and Addison Veers, 2 good offensive boards there as the foul will be on Wawasee.
Foul will be on number 10, Hackelman. That's her second, team second. I got it.
I was just saying somebody lost something. It's Kralls. Not sure what happened.
I don't know what that looked like either.
Bulis connects on her first free throw as Beer will check in for Hackelman with those 2 fouls. And she's going to be out there with Horn, Shepard, Wilkinson, and Gibson, the 5 out there for the Lady Warriors. Bulis to go again, off the mark to the right. Did not hit the rim, and the Warriors take over.
That's a thing.
Yes, if it doesn't hit, if you miss the rim or just hit the backboard, it is the official will call the ball dead.
I didn't know that.
14-2 is our score as Wilkinson works back the other way. Skips it across, almost colliding with Horn. Is Shepard as she leaves it for Beer on the free throw line. Goes to Wilkinson, had Gibson underneath. Horn's calling for it on the left side. Triton's zone defense paying off dividends as Horn gets it knocked away from Faulkner, goes out of bounds, and they say it went off of the leg of Beer. Faulkner now goes to Atkins. It's pressure defense by the Warriors is bugged across over, but Krall talking to Emily. See, like I said right there, get across the floor. There's no need to come back there. That's an over and back and an unforced error by the Trojans. 21.4 here to go in the first. Wawasee back on the offensive side of the basketball. Wilkinson, she'll take it and go left. Works with the screen. Tries to split the defenders, gets tripped up in a foul call on Triton. Their second team foul.
Foul's going to be on number 12. Jocelyn Faulkner, that's her first, team second.
Wilkinson goes to inbound. Underneath, taken away, goes to Shepard on the outside, just outside of 10 seconds. Wilkinson, corner 3, too strong off the mark. Bulis and Beer fighting for the rebound. Beer controls it, 5 seconds now. Beer, got to look at the clock. Goes over to Shepard, to Wilkinson. That's going to do it for the first quarter as Triton's going to take a 14-2 lead as Wawasee going to try to sort things out here on the offensive side. You got to play commercial over there?
I can.
All right, so we'll be right back here for the start of the second quarter right after this.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Andy O'Hara alongside me is Anna McIntyre, Kaden Hummitch, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler, with Sam Stutzman doing stats here to our left for the team, and Leah's over there trying the new stats program out. as Triton will start off here with the ball with a 14-2 lead to start the second quarter. Faulkner, Bug, Veers, Bulis, and Atkins out there as Veers calls for it, goes up with it. Bank is open for Addison Veers. The assist, I believe, to Jocelyn Faulkner.
That was a thread in the needle pass there.
Cameraman fell asleep down there. He didn't get it.
He just made a shot into the. He threw his bottle into the trash can and made it.
No, but he missed it on the floor. Wilkinson out there with Stuckey there, who just got the basketball on the side of the lane, goes out to Beer. Also, Couture is out there, number 23, and Gibson. Gibson with it. So Wilkinson goes to Couture. Drops it down in to Stuckey. And a foul call on Triton.
Foul's going to be number 12, Faulkner. That's her second, team's third.
And Olivia Horn will check back in. No seniors on this Wawasee team. So young raw team.
Nor freshmen.
So go back to work. Gibson now top the key. Knocked away from Faulkner. Horn will track it down. Faulkner knocks it to Kinsey Atkins. Triton comes away with it. Too far in front for Faulkner. Leaves it back in, and Wawasee intercepts it. Bulis knocks away. Faulkner fights for it. Triton showing off their scrappy defense. Atkins across the floor. Skip pass. Deep three on the way. Back iron, no good. Jocelyn Faulkner with the offensive rebound. Back to Atkins by herself. Dials three-pointer. Puts it in.
Kinsey just goes for it. Even if she misses, she knows she can make them, so she goes for it again.
Wilkinson back the other way. Triton in their scrappy defense. As Wilkinson tries to answer back. Three-pointer off the mark. Back iron. Faulkner with another rebound. Here comes Horn. Faulkner gets tied up. They're going to call a body foul, I believe, on the Warriors.
Foul's going to be on number 22, Horn. That's her first, team's fourth.
Sydney King will be the first substitution for Triton here tonight as Jocelyn Faulkner will come off the floor. Jocelyn's mom, Justina, got another win for JV here tonight. Their second win, but they looked really good against this Wawasee team, and this JV squad is really starting to turn the corner. See the confidence in their playing style. As Veers stops, goes to Bulis. Leaves it for King. Up top to Atkins. Atkins goes to Bulis. Down to Veers. Bank is, closed for Addison Veers. Sydney King tries to go back up, but it's blocked away, I believe. That was Couture with the block, and we get a foul call underneath.
Did you say Sydney trying to?
What's that?
Should I put one for Sydney?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, you're right.
I was trying to do too many things.
Bulis to the line. Foul's going to be on Lydia Stuckey.
Sorry.
Bulis connects on the first free throw.
You all right?
Yep. Bulis back iron on that one. Horn gets the rebound for the Warriors. Horn back the other way. Nancy Atkins with another steal for her. She stops it with the. I thought she might have traveled there. Goes to Bug. Bug dips it down to Sydney King in the corner. Veers trying to get position down a little bit. Horn's not letting her have any looks underneath. Now Veers freed up. Bank is open for Addison Veers, and an assist to Kinsey Atkins. Wilkinson works right. Thought about the three. Pulls back. Leaves it. As Stuckey goes up, draws the foul, in and out. Foul will be on Wawasee.
Foul's going to be on number 24, Emily Bug. That's her second, team's third.
So this will be the first trip to the free throw line for the Warriors here tonight. And it'll be Lydia Stuckey. Or, excuse me, Ava Couture, excuse me. Shepard will check back in, and Stuckey will come out. A lot of twos out there on the floor.
Yeah.
A lot of twos. Couture again. Off the front iron, no good. Jenna Bulis with another rebound. Triton doing well in the rebound department here in the first half. Bulis works to the left. Shepard with some tight defense on Bulis. Bulis trying to get freed up. Finds Sydney King, but King couldn't quite get it, and a turnover by Triton. By our count, their seventh turnover, as Nadia Stetler will come in. Stetler had 7 points in that JV win here tonight. Avery Veers had 8. The two leading scorers for Triton here tonight. Atkins working against Wilkinson. Triton changing up their defense a little bit. Hackelman goes through, and she's going to step on the baseline and turns it over. The Warriors back the other way. Now Wawasee's going to turn up the pressure on Triton on the full court. As Atkins gets it. Scans, skips up the floor to Bulis. Bulis stops in the corner. Throws it to Veers. Veers up to Atkins. Triton breaks the press. Down to Stetler. She's underneath. Goes up. Can't get that one to go as it was deflected by Couture. And they're going to say a foul call on the Trojans.
Foul's going to be on number 20, Jenna Bulis. That's her first, team's 5th.
Wilkinson crosses the half-court line as she works left. Works away from the screen, crossing it over. Stops in the corner. Wants to go down to Horn, can't find her. Trying to skip it to somewhere. Nadia Stetler tips it as Atkins comes away with the steal. Down to Stetler. Stetler goes up, but blocked there by Horn. What a play from Olivia Horn to take away the transition lay-in. Beer will check in now for Couture. King now to inbound. Finds Atkins back on the right wing. Wilkinson takes away the three-point look. Stetler's going to drive. Goes up strong with the runner. Blocked again by Wawasee. I believe that was Hackelman on the block. Sydney King banks open for her. Sydney King with another basket here in this one.
You know,
had one the other night and has one again.
Yeah, she's a sophomore, but I think she's going to do very well with this varsity squad.
And one thing that really has impressed me from Sydney from as a freshman and now to a sophomore is her growth and how she moves the floor so well. She's very confident and very smart in her movement. Sees the floor really well.
She had a huge block in that JV game, and she just knows how to play basketball, and she has that basketball mindset.
Horn with the putback off the mark as Hackelman missed the three. Up to Bulis. Bulis corrals it too far in front of her. We're going to get a foul call underneath as Hackelman in disbelief.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Hackelman. That's her 3rd.
And Couture will check in as Hackelman, a very key player for the Warriors, has got to sit down now with 3 fouls. Sydney King to inbound. Leaves it for Veers. Veers hands off to Atkins. Shepard got a piece of that one. Goes to Bulis in the corner. She'll drive baseline. Leaves it for Stetler, but it's knocked around. And Wawasee and Triton are going to fight for a jump ball, and the Warriors take over. Wilkinson now back to the way inside the halfway point of the second quarter. Horn will drive baseline. She gets a good drive there. Bank is closed, unfortunately, for her, and Veers gets the rebound. Addison Veers doing well in the rebound department here tonight. Atkins trying to keep her dribble. Leaves it for Bulis. Works with the screen. Stetler trying to get position. Go away across to King. Now to Veers. Veers is going to drive underneath. Kicks it back. Kinsey Atkins to King. She'll try a deep 2. Off the mark, no good. Bulis gets the rebound. Back to King. She wants it on the free throw line. Back to Atkins. Goes to Stetler on the far side as they work it around. Atkins with the head fake. She'll drive. Skips it to Bulis on the left side. She'll try a 3. It's up. Off the mark, no good. Addison Veers gets another offensive rebound. To Atkins. Step back. 3-pointer on the way. Count it for Kinsey Atkins.
That's her 3rd 3.
Triton crisp with the ball movement. Really seeing the floor well. They're seeing the players wide open. Kinsey Atkins, another steal. Back the other way, untouched all the way up. Kinsey Atkins, bank is open. Steal in the basket for Kinsey Atkins.
She's really grown as a very good ball handler and just a basketball player in general.
Shepard goes to Wilkinson. Goes to Couture. To Beer on the right wing. She'll try the jumper up off. Can't get the roll. Addison Veers with another rebound. She's on her way to another double-digit rebound night here in the first half. 2:15 to go in the second. Atkins goes to Stetler. Goes to Bulis in the corner. She'll stop. Back to Stetler. They work it around the perimeter. Veers getting position on Beer. Goes up strong in the double team. And one opportunity coming for Addison Veers.
Foul's going to be on number 23, Ava Couture. That's her first, team 6th.
So Couture with the foul as Olivia Horn will take a break. Fears tickles the twine on that free throw, converts the N1 opportunity. Triton up over the 30-point mark here in the first half. Wawasee looking to try to climb out of the cellar. Wilkinson will try to do it with a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Couture, who's underneath. Bulis knocks it away, but I believe a jump ball call, and Triton takes it over. If you're this Wawasee team, right now is not a time to panic. Yes, you're down on the scoreboard. Just trying to inch your way back into the game. There's a lot. They've got good movement on defense and good ball hand. They just got to let it convert. Triton's defense has just been really good here tonight.
And they're a strong team. They're not like crumbling under pressure. They're moving that ball well, being patient with it, and they just need to get that lid to open for them.
Atkins trying to lead, and Beer using that sideline as another defender really kind of forced that ball back out the other way as Atkins had to try to dial it up. Good defense by Beer. Couture with on the left wing, looking, now goes to Wilkinson, directing traffic. Atkins gets a hand on it and knocks it into the student section as Jacob Pitney's there to catch the loose ball. Of course, the Varsity boys will start their season next week for the Thanksgiving break.
The 60th season of Triton Trojan basketball.
Oh.
For boys?
Yeah.
Shepard straightaway three to get on the board, puts it in for Shepard. Kayden Shepard lifted the lid there for the Warriors. The Trojans back the other way. Atkins gets it, crosses it over. Goes to Veer. She's going to drive with a head of steam. Stops. Goes to Bulis in the corner. Inside a minute to go here in the second quarter. Atkins works with the screen. Steps into a three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Sydney King with the rebound. Now back to Settler. Triton will reset. Cleaning the offensive board has really paid off for Triton here. And this one, their rebound count is looking really good here in this first half. Bulis comes to the slow pass. Trying to get position. Has a mismatch underneath with Shepard and Veers. Atkins draws the foul as she throws up a prayer.
I have not heard that one. That's a new one.
No.
What's that?
It's not a new one.
That's not a new one.
Me.
That's an oldie. That's an oldie.
Fouls on number 42, Gibson. That's her first, team 7th.
I remember the first time I heard that was an Al Michaels. It was a Marv Albert called game on NBA on NBC, and it was somebody throwing up, just fading away out of bounds. I can't remember what game it was, but he shot these, throws up a prayer. And no shot, so it does not count as Triton will cross the boundary line as Addison Veers will hand it off to the official. Wilkinson with it now. 20 seconds to go before halftime.
Will that be a turnover for us then?
Yes.
Okay.
At least I think it is. Gibson outside the three-point line. Goes to Wilkinson. Wilkinson scanning the floor. Finds Couture. Deep two. High arcing shot. Puts it in. Wawasee on a run here. Atkins back the other way. 2 seconds. 1 second. Atkins throws up the left hand. Off the mark. No good. And Triton's going to take a 32-8 lead into halftime. Push those. You're good. You're good. Make Orion watch those, but Triton looking really good here in this opening half. But if you're Wawasee down there, this is a group that's well coached. Yes, you have a new head coach, but these guys here, how they play defense, how they've coached. I mean, the other night beating the Concord team, they beat Manchester by 50 to 32, beat Prairie Heights 55 to 36, Westview 35 to 32, and Concord they won that one 48-36. This is a team that can put up points. Just need their offense to kind of lift the lid down here on this next end, coming out at halftime and come out on a mission. As Orion looks to see if the stats have pushed over.
Yes, they have.
Right.
Free throws. Triton's 5 of 8. Wawasee's 1 of 2. From 2-pointers, Triton has 9 of 20, and Wawasee 2 of 9. From 3-point land, Triton's 3 of 7. Wawasee's 1 of 6, and Triton has 10 turnovers to Wawasee's 15. And oops, that's not what should have happened. Technical difficulties at the moment.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, for Wawasee, Shepard has 3, Couture 3, Beer 2. And for Triton, Atkins has 13, Addison Beers 9, Faulkner 4, Bulis 4, King 2.
So we'll take a break and have a word from the Commissioner's Corner, and we'll be back here after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and talking about a very busy time for the IHSAA. So, Paul, your fall sports are, quite frankly, with the exception of gymnastics, everybody will be in action. You got region semi-states in football, girls basketball week number 3, boys basketball practicing. Just go on down the list. Everybody's involved right now, and it's a special, special time to be a high school athlete, parent, and fan in our state.
It is, Coach, and we're making that transition from the outdoor sport of the fall to the indoor sport of the winter, and a little snow this week and cold weather. So it's telling us that it's time to step indoors and where we have a little heat going on and enjoy some indoor sports from the winter. And yeah, everybody's rolling, but we're going to stay outside for one more week, and we're going to celebrate some semi-state championships this weekend in football.
Well, there are clearly some tremendous matchups, and you're down to a point where everybody realizes when you come to Lucas Oil Stadium, if you don't win, you're disappointed clearly, but you had a great run to play for a championship to end your season. But we are going to be Lucas Oil before we know it, and just this weekend's a perfect example. We talk about the Champions Radio and Television Network or the Champions Network when we do the pairing shows. But this weekend's a perfect example of why it's the unique type of network in the country. We're the only state that does this kind of network. And people who aren't able to get out because of weather and whatever factors, you can watch all of these games and listen to all of these games this weekend in the semi-state round of the football tournament.
Absolutely, Coach. We've tried to develop a product here that's IHSA TV that promotes high school athletics just like we do. And all 12 of our semi-state games this weekend will be available for view, whether it be on your television with one of the apps or on your computer. But IHSA TV will carry all 12 semi-state games. And certainly we want people to go out and attend, and they will. There'll be phenomenal crowds this weekend. But, for people who can't travel as much or it's not as easy, or for me, it's just like the football junkies out there. You can get on there and you can watch multiple games and go back to them. But if your high school is out of it, but you're really interested in a game that's in the northern part of the state, log on to IHSA TV and watch that game on Friday night. I think it's a pretty good product out there. And again, it's just one more avenue to promote student athletes participating for their high school.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, this time of year too, as you're busy getting these other sports involved in the winter season, it is imperative for everybody to understand exactly what's involved. As we get ready, basketball, we move indoors so we can hear, we're a little closer to the action, and we want to make sure we understand the concept of sportsmanship as we go indoors.
Absolutely, and sportsmanship is so important. But, we've made the effort here. Sportsmanship is, we all know what it is. When we step outside of that, it's a conscious decision to do so. And we are all about the classroom. And the standards that go on that are expected in the classroom on a daily basis need to be part of the game, need to be part of every game. That's the way coaches are expected to act on the sidelines, such as a teacher, and student athletes need to have the same decorum that they have when they're learning in their math class. But that doesn't mean passion has to be left, because we have a lot of folks out there that teach with passion every day, and students learn with passion. And we want that to continue. But there's just a standard out there that we have to maintain as a society of civilized people. We've got to be able to show some respect, even if we don't agree. Respect is still the most important thing. And Coach, I've said it many times, we're going to celebrate the positive of sportsmanship, but every once in a while somebody's just going to have to go home, and hopefully we get it straight and they can come back later. But we've got to get it right for these kids, because they're learning from all of us.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the second half as Triton leads 32-8. Andy O'Hara alongside me is Anna McIntyre. Kaden Hummitch in the Hall of Famer, Orion Lemler with Sam Stutzman and Leah Aldifer doing stats for us as well here tonight. As Triton, like we said, leads 32-8, but a big stat there. Addison Veers, a point shy of a double-double yet again with 10 rebounds. And Kinsey Atkins, another big steal department. Might as well start calling her the glove.
Don't leave me up here again.
Do you need me to go fix it? So Wawasee getting some points to come out of the locker room. Shepard goes to Wilkinson on the right wing. Back on top to Shepard. To Beer. To Hackelman on the left side. Goes to Horn. Hackelman up top of the key. She's going to drive right. Steps her way through with a nice runner off the mark. No good. Horn with the putback blocked by Veers. Atkins with the rebound. And throws it to Horn. Horn goes up. Gets the steal in the basket. Trying with some unforced errors. Starts off with a 4-0 run for the Warriors here to start right out of the halftime locker room. Atkins corrals the high pass. Veers looking to get position underneath. Goes to Bulis on the right side. Back on top to Bug. Atkins with it. Goes to Veers, top of the key. To Atkins, three-pointer on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Hackelman. Wilkinson now back the other way. Goes to Hackelman. In the corner to Horn. To Hackelman. Down to Shepard. Shepard kicks it to Wilkinson. Goes to Beer. Beer will drive. Goes to Wilkinson. Finds Beer. Beer leaves it for Shepard. Top the key. Wawasee settling down their offense. Rightly so. Coming out with a 4-0 run. Looking to add. Horn goes to Hackelman. Thought about the three. She'll drive instead. In the paint. Goes with the runner off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound as Horn and Beer get tied up. The officials with a no call as Wawasee is going to go back to their forecourt pressure defense. Emily Bug to inbound. Atkins trying to get possession. Triton looking for their first field goal. It's another unforced error by the Trojans. Kroll not happy with that one. Shepard up top the key, retreats back to the attack line. Goes to Hackelman. Feeds it to Beer. Back to Hackelman. She'll try a three on the way from the right wing. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Emily Bug. Goes to Kinsey Atkins, and she'll work back the other way. Triton needs to let their offense settle down as their crisp passing from the first half is seeming to disappear here at the start of the third. Atkins stops on the right wing. Back on top to Bulis. Goes to Bug on the left wing. Bug trying to dump it down to Addison Veers, and Triton again off the mark. They're passing. They're rushing their throws, resulting in 3 unforced errors. Wilkinson past the half-court line, goes to Shepard. Finds Horn here on the near side corner, skipping it all the way across to Hackelman. Hackelman goes to Wilkinson. Hackman wants to try another three. Instead, she'll feed it down to Horn. Horn goes to the left hand, no good. Kenzie Atkins gets the loose ball. Atkins crossing it away from the screen. She'll let the offense take shape. Wilkinson going to stick to her. Starts the countdown. On top to Faulkner. Scanning the floor. She'll work it now to the right side. Dumps it to Bug, and no one's home as Triton again throwing it away. And Coach Krall wants to call a timeout to sort out her offense as they have to settle down here as they just continue to throw it away to an empty spot on the floor or to another Wawasee Warrior.
You know, Wawasee's team, their offense is they take it slow. They're patient with the ball, and I think we don't necessarily know how to be very patient. We just want to get those shots up as fast as we can, but you really have to settle down and let your offense take shape before you can do that.
And before I went down to try to fix the score bot, I was going to say, Triton can't let off the gas. When you're up that big, the worst thing you can do to yourself is just come out complacent and just think that, hey, we're up this high now, we got a one. Absolutely not. Wawasee's a team who's very capable of putting up points, putting up over 40 points, averaging just a little over 40 points a game on offense, allowing defensively 30, just right there, 40 points. So they're a 40-40 team, allowing on offense and defense. But, this is a team that can put up points. They're patient.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes an opponent even more dangerous. They're patient. They're waiting there for their opponent to make the mistake. And right here, Triton, 4 unforced errors, has found themselves Triton's defense will go back out on the floor. Shepard, Beer, Wilkinson, Hackelman, and Horn, the 5 out there for the Lady Warriors. Triton settles into their defense. See if they can straighten things out here out of the timeout. Right now, it's a goose egg up here in the third quarter. This has been one of their stronger quarters of the season. Hackelman, corner 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Horn. She'll back down, gets caught, goes up, draws the foul. And she'll go to the line for 2.
Foul's going to be on number 34, Addison Beers. That's her team's first of the half.
That one off the mark, scores 32-12 with 3:44 to go in the third. Horn to go again. Gets the second one to drop. 1 for 2 on that trip. The team shooting 2 of 4. Emily Bug now to work it up past the pressure to Jocelyn Faulkner. She'll go up, working herself past Beer, loses control of the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Wawasee, so stays here with Triton. Goes to Atkins on the left wing, down to Veers. Veers will stop, gets tripped, double teamed, throws it away. No one's home, and Triton again throwing it away to an empty spot on the floor.
The third quarter is for this season. We've come out of that halftime locker room firing and just pumped up, but this Wawasee defense is really, I think, taking us down.
Triton's got to find a way to get things sorted out on offense because Wawasee is licking their chops and trying to find a way to go on a run here to cut into this lead. Shepard on the right side. Works right, stops on the right wing. Goes to Horn. Horn quickly across to Beer. Beer goes to Shepard. She'll drive. Leaves it back for Horn. 2:55 to go in the third. Score still 32-13. Hackelman, she's going to drive and gets fouled by, I believe, Emily Bug.
Foul's going to be on Emily Bug. That's her third, team's second.
Hackelman to inbound. Goes to Horn. Back to Hackelman off the inbound. She goes up, gets it blocked by Veers, and Veers with another rebound. Up to Bug on the right wing. To Atkins. Horn trying to take care of Addison Veers in the low block. Veers trying to get position. Horn doing a good job underneath. And that one thrown away as Atkins couldn't keep it alive. Over and back is the calls. Coach Krall in disbelief right now as Triton continues to shoot themselves in the foot, passing the ball away to an empty spot on the floor. And Sydney King will now check in for Emily Bugg. Right now, Triton, I mean, yes, you're making mistakes, but you just got to settle down, take it one play at a time.
Settle down and pace yourself. Don't try to get a shot up in 0.2 seconds because it's not going to happen.
Beer back to Wilkinson. Into Shepard going down the baseline. Back to Beer, out to Wilkinson. She'll try a three from the wing. Back iron, no good. Addison Veers boxes out and gets another rebound. Horn's going to track down Veers. Veers gets caught, goes to Atkins. Atkins across the half-court line trying to get freed up. Somehow keeps her balance walking the tightrope. Goes to Faulkner up top. Back to Veers. Veers will drive. Goes off the foot of Shepard. And Wawasee comes away. But here comes Kinsey Atkins. Takes it away. Now to Faulkner. Beer now takes away. It's a hot potato down there as the Warriors control it. Now to Hackelman as their three-pointer off the mark as Horn and King get tied up for the jump ball. Triton hangs on to it. These two teams hungry for the basketball, fighting for it. Bulis looking to inbound. Goes up to Veers. Now to Atkins streaking up the far sideline. Puts on the brakes. Goes to Veers. Catch and shoot jumper top of the key. Can't lift off the lid yet. As only 8 points have been scored down here on this basket to our right. Hackelman, she's going to drive. Pull-up jumper from the side of the lane. Bank is closed. Kinsey Atkins with the rebound. Faulkner now works right. Triton just needs to slow down on offense. Faulkner just tries to go up and she'll draw the foul in desperation.
Foul's going to be on number 22, Horn. That's her second, team's first.
Score is 32-13 with 1:05 left in the third. We know we're working on the scoreboard issues right now as Faulkner gets that one to go. As Faulkner gets the Triton's first points from the free throw line here in the second half. And gets the second one to go. Triton 7 of 10 from the free throw line as they finally lift the lid. As they did it from the free throw line to get on the board for the first time here in the third quarter. 7 minutes gone. Wilkinson retreats back to the corner, wanting to go down to Couture underneath, but goes on top to Hackelman. Hackelman will drive. Driving all the way through. Addison Veers gets the block, but they're going to get a foul call on her.
Foul's going to be on number 34, Addison Veers. That's her second, team's third.
Gibson will check in after the first free throw. Shooting now will be Hackelman.
Okay.
McKenzie gets ready to set for her, gets herself set. Avery Veers looks to check in. Hackelman in and out. Avery Veers will check in for big sister Addison as she'll come out. Gibson will now check in.
Avery's another one who had a very good game in that JV, and she's going to develop to be a very good player just like Addison. She's got some big shoes to fill. What is going on down there?
Not sure. Hackman off the front iron. Jocelyn Faulkner with the rebound. Retreats back. Shepard going to stick with her the whole way. Faulkner gets herself working up to the left side. Shepard has not left her side at all. Faulkner skips it across to Atkins. Three-pointer contested off the side iron. No good. Faulkner with the putback. No good. Rebound goes to Couture, and a foul call on the rebound.
Foul's going to be on number 40, Avery Veers. That's her first, team's fourth.
30 seconds to go here in the third. 34-13 is our score. Shepard tries a three. Gets that one to go. 34-16 now as the Warriors come out with an 8-2 advantage out of the third, and Shepard takes it away again. Hackelman tips it to Shepard. She's caught in the corner. Baseline runner on the way short of the mark. Bulis is there, and it goes out of bounds off Jenna Bulis, and it stays here at the Warriors with 8.8 to go here in the third. Hackelman underneath. Sets the play in motion. Goes to Wilkinson, loses it, regains control. Goes to Hackelman. Three-pointer. Too strong. Bulis with the rebound. 5 seconds. Got to get going in a hurry. Bulis splits the defenders. Wawasee takes it away. Wilkinson all the way down. No shot at the buzzer. And 34-16 as the Warriors putting up 8 points in the third on an 8-2 advantage as Triton's got a lot of things to sort out here before the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Mr. Crosley, your passion and enthusiasm for teaching history taught me valuable life lessons.
Like what, Carrie?
The importance of dedication, commitment, showing up every day. And those lessons helped me in the classroom and on the softball field. I'm Carrie Rosati, IHSAA Assistant Commissioner, and this is Pat Crosley, my mentor from Roncalli High School.
As an educator, I always care about the whole student, from their academic success to their character development to their athletic performance. That's why I love supporting students outside the classroom at athletic events.
It showed me you really cared about me as a person, not just as a student. Having devoted coaches and teachers like you taught me accountability and motivated me in both my schoolwork and athletics. I showed up every day because you did the same for me.
Thanks, Carrie. We can all support hardworking teachers and coaches by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events.
This is meaningful mentorship. This is life-changing leadership. This is your IHSAA.
All right, fourth quarter back to be underway. 34-16 is where our teams stand as Wawasee will start with the basketball as we're back underway. Going with an 8-2 advantage there in the third has put themselves now trailing Triton by 18, but Wawasee looking to go back on another run. Hackelman deep two on the way off the iron, no good. Tipped around, Addison Veers with another rebound. Goes to Atkins now. Faulkner can't corral the passes. Triton's passing woes continue into the fourth quarter. 19 turnovers by our count here tonight, as Triton had 7 at the end of the first half. Wilkinson works right. Goes to Hackelman on the right side. Down to Shepard. Gets that one just past the fingertips of Bulis, but a foul call on Triton.
No.
And foul call on Wawasee.
I think she stepped out of bounds.
She stepped out of bounds. Okay. Well, the way he whistled.
I know. It did
the way he held his hand. Goes to Bug. Back to Atkins. Triton's got to find a way as they feed to Veers. Now to Faulkner. She'll drive. Triton just needs to slow down and be patient on offense and not get in a hurry. Faulkner works right. Ball fakes it to the corner. Addison Veers a three. Puts it in. Addison Veers a Triton with a three-pointer to start the fourth quarter. Shepard now with it. Beer now. 6:52 to go in the fourth. Wilkinson drives, goes with the runner up off the glass, no good. Horn back up, off the mark, no good. Wawasee, no call on the play, as Triton might have got away with one there. Atkins past the half-court line. Goes to Faulkner, 6:37 to go in the fourth with that 37-16 lead. Bug with it, top the key, rolls right. Dumps it down to Veers, tipped around, and Horn back the other way. Horn driving, 1-on-4 fast break. Atkins knocks it away, and it'll stop the clock there with 6:24 down here Wawasee's basketball. We know the scoreboard is not working. So we're going to be updating as we go here as Orion's trying to do that and run the camera at the same time. So I will continue to update as Hackelman will try a three from the corner. Off the side iron, no good. Addison Veers the rebound, 6:17 to go in the fourth. Bug now working it up to Atkins, but there comes Hackelman to knock it away, and Triton will hang on to it. Bug to inbound. Goes all the way across, but here comes Beer to knock it away. They'll stay right here. It's a dangerous pass intended for Jenna Bulis. Triton looking like Russell Wilson out there right now, passing the ball for the Broncos. Incomplete all the time. I mean, hey, or throw it to the other team. Yes, I can sing my own team. That's okay to do.
Tough crowd. Oh, my Andy.
Just saying. Oh. Down to King. She'll back down. Goes up with on the glass. No good. Tipped around as Hackelman gets the rebound. Hackelman Goes to Wilkinson. Down in the corner to Shepard. Shepard's going to drive the baseline. Tries to feed it around to Beer, but Kinsey Atkins with another steal. Atkins has Faulkner down the left side. She's going to keep it herself and drive. Atkins with the runner. Blocked by Hackelman. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here. What a play from Hackelman. Taking away the transition lay-in as Gibson will check back in.
This Wawasee defense has impressed me the second half. They're coming out with flames under their butts, and they want this game, and you can tell that they want it.
Bulis to inbound. Has Faulkner in the corner. She'll try it too deep. Gets that one to go from the baseline corner for Jocelyn Faulkner. As Sam said before the game, Jocelyn looked for her to have a big game, and right now with 8 points, she's played well in the scoring department here tonight. Hackelman drives through. Addison Veers trying to draw the charge, and she does! And Coach Gilreath unhappy with that call as he lets his opinion be known.
That's her. That foul's on number 10, Mackenzie Hackelman. That was her 4th, team 2nd. So she's got to be careful here and not get in any more foul trouble.
Faulkner up the floor to Kinsey Atkins. She'll very cautiously walk down across the half-court line, but that one thrown behind Faulkner. Wilkinson down the way. Atkins trying to knock it away, and does. Kinsey Atkins with a nice play. Wilkinson stays with it. Gibson on top to Beer. Deep 2 on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Horn. Putback's no good, and a foul call underneath.
Fouls on number 34, Addison Veers. That's her 3rd, team's 5th.
Horn tickles the twine on the first one. 5:10 to go. 39-17 is our score. Horn again in and out. Addison Veers tips it. It goes out of bounds, but it does go out of bounds on Triton. Oh, they're going to say Wawasee. They're going to say Wawasee touched it. From here, it looked like Addison Veers touched it.
That's what I was thinking.
As the official near side here by the ball was saying it went off of Triton, but the official farther away said it went off of the Warriors. Either way, it's Triton basketball as Faulkner streaks up the far sideline, loses it through, and Horn gets the basketball. Jocelyn Faulkner, I believe, is going to get called for the reach.
Foul's going to be on number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. That's her 3rd, team 6th. You know, free throws, like we always say, make or break a game, so we really have to try and stay out of that bonus for these last 5 minutes.
4:55 to go. It's Horn on the right wing. 39-17 is our score. Horn goes to Hackelman. On the three-pointer, back iron, no good. Tipped around. Kinsey Atkins with the rebound. Splits the defenders. 1-on-4, fast break. Atkins with the left hand gets fouled hard as she hits the deck again. Slow to get up. Kinsey's tough, but that floor is very unforgiving.
Looked like she hit her elbow again.
Atkins. Go ahead, sorry.
Foul's going to be on number 22, Horn. That's her 3rd, team's 3rd.
Atkins good, just collecting herself. Her and the official will have a quick word. You know, hitting that deck hard, I mean, I'm telling you, that's... Oof.
Yeah, that looked very painful.
Atkins strong off the free throw. As Couture and Shepard will both check in. 4:39 to go. Triton leads 39-17. Second free throw. Finds the mark there as Atkins 1-2 on that trip. 40-17 with 4:35 to go. Wilkinson goes right, goes to Gibson through her hands, and Bulis gets the loose ball. Bulis goes to Atkins. Up the Faulkner. Now to Bulis, who stops arming. Beer knocks it away. Addison Veers to inbound. Goes to Atkins on the right wing. Hands off to Veers. Back to Atkins. Corner 3 on the way. Off the mark, too strong. Faulkner gets the rebound. Falling down, throws it, but they're going to say a travel before she let go of it. And Triton turns it over. Seeing her first minutes of the night is number 14, Kylie Perkins.
You know, this was a battle last year too. This game, we ended up coming out with the win, but it was very close.
Faulkner got a piece of it. Perkins to Gibson. Baseline jumper off the mark, tipped around. Atkins trying to track it down and does in traffic. She picks up her dribble, has to go somewhere. Atkins somehow gets freed up. What a play from Atkins. And Kroll calls a timeout as Triton was not going to beat the 10-second clock. For 3:52 left to go. Here in the fourth quarter, 40-17 is our score.
I am very impressed by this Wawasee team.
Hey, you know, and right there, that just speaks for the coaching on these guys here. You know, the biggest thing a Stuckey looks to checking out of this timeout is, hey, we're down the scoreboard. We're going to go out there and make them earn it. Even they may be up on the clock. We may not come away with a win here, but go out there, do what you can do, control what you can control, and go out and play hard. I mean, that attitude by this Wawasee team is extremely impressive.
Yes.
And the NLC better take notice, because once they get this offense kind of figured out and they get themselves, I mean, like I said, their defense is there. And once they get a little more consistent on offense, this is a team that's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah, their chemistry is good too. I mean, even on defense, they're reading Triton's offense very well and knowing where to get those steals at and where to force those turnovers, which is very impressive, I think. And with no seniors, this group is going to have a lot of time to grow and improve for next season.
Bulis goes to inbound. Leaves it for Atkins. She's trapped in the side as Faulkner comes away with it. Faulkner down to Sydney King. Catch and shoot jumper. Bank is closed. And Addison Veers comes in like a freight train as that one tipped around. Her putback is no good. Stuckey down the sideline. Picks up her dribble. Finds Gibson atop the key. Stuckey with it. Goes to Perkins. Perkins goes to Gibson in the corner. Dumps it down into Couture. Couture, hook shot, up and no good. Tipped by Veers, corralled by Stuckey. Gibson's jumper on the way, puts it in from beyond the arc. 40-20 now, 3:13 to go. Veers up the floor, gets the 10-second clock to stop. Goes to Atkins, runner with the jumper, or the runner from the free throw line off the mark. 40-20. Faulkner makes it 42-20 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Shepard now back the other way. Hands off to Couture. Couture working through. No look pass to Gibson in the corner. Bulis is there to contest. Shepard now with it. She's going to lose it. Atkins will intercept it. She goes back the other way. She'll put on the brakes, and she knew she didn't have the numbers. Atkins works top of the key. She's going to drive down the lane. Leaves it for Sydney King. Back to Veers. Step back three from the wing. Can't get that one to go. Perkins tips it to Atkins. And Atkins with the rebound goes up high off the glass and in. That's the second time I've seen that happen. 44-20 now with 2:23 to go. Where it's hit the top of the backboard. Hit the top of the backboard and drops in. I thought if it hit the top of the backboard, it's a dead ball.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Stuckey works it on over to Shepard. 2:10 to go. And a timeout for Wawasee. With 2:09 to go, 44-20 is our score. I believe that's Wawasee's second timeout. So both teams with 3 timeouts left. Triton 1 foul away from putting Wawasee in the bonus.
Kinsey is quickly icing for about 30 seconds.
Well, hey, if you hit your elbow on that floor,
I know. And her bruise is gnarly, too, from that first game.
Yeah, but Kinsey's tough, you know, and for a shooter to fight through and a tough person like Kinsey, I mean, she's tough.
And
she shows off her toughness and leadership. She does not. She's a gamer. She does not want to come out of the game.
Right. That's what I was just going to say. She wants to be on that court, and she wants to get as many playing minutes as she can.
It's fine. Stuckey with it. 2:07 to go. 44-20 is our score. Shepard goes back to Stuckey on the right side. Back on top to Shepard. Feeds it down into Couture. She'll drive. Jumper in the lane. Blocked by Veers. Gibson with the putback. No good. Addison Veers the rebound. Minute 55 to go. Score is unchanged. Up to Faulkner. Back at the far sideline. Goes back to Veers. She'll cross the half-court line. Faulkner's open the left side. They're going to go to Bulis. Bulis will drive the lane with the right hand. No good. Gibson with the rebound. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Stuckey now stops, spinning away. Leaves it for Gibson. Goes to Shepard on the left wing. Down into Perkins. Perkins in traffic. Goes up at a foul call, and Triton will send her to the line for the 1-1 bonus.
Foul's going to be on number 34, Addison Veers. That's her 4th. Team 7th.
Triton's big first half has really set the tone for them. That 32-point first half has set the tone, but only putting up 12 here. Only put up 2 points in the third. Coming out and putting up 10 here in the fourth as Faulkner goes up, draws the foul. She drives hard to the basket. 44-20 with 1:21 to go.
Foul's going to be on number 42, Gibson. That's her second, team's fourth.
So not sure why, but Orion was working on it. The scoreboard was...
Well, if I could grow a couple more hands.
We just need to get...
I can't run the camera and think at the same time.
It's a fine. Hey, Faulkner banks that one in. Just go back to my radio days. You didn't have a clock. You had to update it every single time. Every time the ball changed possessions. It's okay. I'll channel my inner Tim and Rita since they're across the way. Faulkner off the mark on the other side. 45-20 after the first made free throw. 1:18 to go in the ball game. Shepard pushing up the floor to Gibson. Deep two on the way from the far side. Off the mark, no good. Atkins and Stuckey running it down. And Stuckey gets the rebound. Stuckey now goes down into Couture. No look pass behind the back to Gibson is open. 45-22 now. Minute to go in the ball game. Veers goes up to Faulkner. She'll get caught and I believe a blocking foul they're going to call on Shepard.
And that's going to be her first, team's fifth.
45-22, 55.5 seconds to go in the ball game. Is Sierra Hawley who just checked in here on Grandparents' Night as Triton showing off for their grandparents here in this one. As Veers catches it just past the half-court line, working against Veers, trying to draw a foul in contact. Bank is open, and she'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. As Couture in disbelief.
Foul's going to be on number 23, Ava Couture, and that's her, apparently her third, but I have it as two.
48-22 of the and one opportunity with 51.2 to go. Gibson gets the handoff. In the corner now to Stuckey. Stuckey scans the floor, finds Shepard on the right wing. Hands off to Perkins. Perkins splits the defenders, loses it on the way through. Somehow keeps it alive, but Atkins and King come away with the steal. Sydney King did a nice job defensively there. 25 seconds to go. Triton leads 48-22. Atkins hands off to Faulkner. Shepard fighting for it underneath, or up top rather. Atkins gets caught. 14 seconds to go now. Goes to Addison Veers. 10 seconds to go in the game. Triton is going to improve to 5-1 on the season. Wawasee will fall to 4-3 as they will get their second loss on the road. 2-2 now on the season. Excuse me, 1-2. Yes, 2-2 on the season on the away. Is trying to win here 48-22.
Sam, how many fouls do you have?
As Triton will improve to 5-1 in the season. Next game, they will be at Northwood. I believe that's on Tuesday night, Orion.
Beats me. I can't think of nothing right now.
It's okay. So trying to win here 48-22 as they'll take on Northwood to end their NLC three-game stand here as they're 2-0 to start. Northwood will be their next opponent. Wawasee will host West Noble in their next game. Yes, Kayden, wherever you're at, we will do one. So we'll take a break, and this time we will get an interview, and we'll go get that one. I'll make sure I sign off here tonight as Orion. I think the stats might have pushed over.
Okay.
Might. As I will work on getting the audio equipment.
Okay, game statistics. Triton 10 of 15 from free throw land. Wawasee 3 of 9. 2-pointers, Triton 13 of 31. Wawasee 5 of 30. 3-point field goals, Triton 4 of 12. Wawasee 3 of 15. Triton had 23 turnovers to Wawasee's 20. Scoring for the Warriors. Shepard was 6, Horn was 6, Gibson 5, Couture 3, Beer 2. And for the Lady Trojans, Atkins, game high 16, Beers 15, Faulkner 11, Bulis 4, King 2. I believe we're going to do an interview, so we'll be right back after this.
Good job. Sorry, I was on a network cable.
Younis 4, Faulkner 11, Passengers 15, with a game high 16 points, 50 Atkins.
Go ahead.
Okay.
11 points and looking tough out there. I mean, you hurt me a few times, you and Kinsey both, the way you guys hit the floor, but good game tonight.
Okay, question of the night. Who on the team would you not let dress you for the red carpet and why?
It can be a coach.
Oh, it can be a coach? No, I'm actually going to have to go with Emily Bugg. Her favorite color is brown, and I saw her prom dress. Yeah, it was pretty brown, but I don't think I could do brown. It's not my color.
Yeah, I don't think brown is anybody's color. just saying it's not really anybody's color. I mean, it's more of a hunting color if you want to use camo, right? Because brown is for camo, right? Hunting, right, Kayden? So who would you actually let pick out your outfit? Your mom does not count.
I wouldn't pick Tina anyway.
I would have to pick Addison. Addison always comes to school all dressed up. She always looks amazing, gorgeous, and I'd have to go with Addison.
So if worst case scenario, if my wife is not home and I have no idea what to wear to a game, I need to consult with Addison before I do anything, is what you're saying. Correct. And definitely not Emily. Yeah. Well, that answers that question. Well, for you guys, things got tough in the second half. For you as a leader, being alone with the upperclassmen, what are you telling those girls out there? Because you guys are playing a lot of minutes. I mean, you don't see as deep of a bench, but what are you telling those girls to kind of calm down out there as things were getting tough?
Definitely just relax and focus. Like, pay attention to what's going on the floor and be ready when you go in. Like, you need to know what's going on because, it was getting pretty tough out there.
I was going to say, I said multiple times up there that we need to, relax and let our offense take shape before we just try to get those shots up in like 0.2 seconds because that's just not going to happen realistically.
We can definitely handle the pressure. Like, we work on it all the time at practice. We just, in games, I don't know if it just gets to us or what, but we can do it. We get a little frustrated out there, but we make it work.
Well, congrats on the win again. So you guys got a long road trip starting up after this, and 6 games, Thanksgiving in between, so it'll be fun for you guys. So we'll take a break. We'll see if Coach Carl gets down here for an interview. She's done with Tim Marito. We'll be right back. All right, so now we got Coach Crawl. Coach, another win for you guys. I mean, the first half was the team played outstanding. For them to come in the second half, I know it was tough. What were you telling those girls to kind of get them focused there?
I don't know. A theme across all of the games that we've had so far is the turnovers that we've had. They've been silly, and so I mean that's just something I've been pounding with them. The silly turnovers have to be minimized, and our silly fouls too. You know, when we kind of get, I mean, we have players that step up as soon as they get on the floor, you know, off the bench, but it kind of gets everybody in a little bit of a whack. So, you know, our silly turnovers, our silly fouls. So.
And for the girls, you know that third quarter was rough, but the first half of the game, how they came out firing, they were hitting from outside, the passes were crisp, they were moving the ball well. As a coach, that's something these girls have really improved on this year.
Yeah, absolutely. The first few games, one of the things we didn't do was come out in the first half, and that is something we've done the past 2 games, and it's shown, you know, that could easily be the reason that we won both of those games. So, and in this game especially, it saved us from being in trouble in the second half. So, yeah.
So we'll just make it a little bit more fun here since Anna asked her question. Jocelyn didn't hang around. She asked who's the one person on the team or coach, whatever, you would not let you pick out your outfit if you went on the red carpet.
Oh, jeez.
She said Emily because Emily would like pick brown or some weird color that wouldn't.
You know, I like brown. I think I would actually let Emily dress me. But if I had to pick,
Who's the one person you wouldn't let do it?
I'm trying to think of somebody who like shows up to practice and never matches. You know what? Maybe I'll say Emily, but I'll say it for a different reason. She likes to show up and wear like, you know, Warsaw gear or something stupid like that.
Well, that's
so
never good.
so maybe it would just be Emily because it'd be a formal event and she'd dress me in jeans or something weird. So
Oh, there you go. Well, who would you let pick it out? I mean, Addison was one everybody let pick out, but who would be that one? It's gonna be
Addison, yeah.
Okay, well that works for that. Well, congrats on the win. Thank you, or whatever will make it work.
Every single time that we have one of these interviews, we do something.
We do something weird. I guess it's kind of the. So I guess it's kind of the theme. So we're going to hang it up here as Triton wins to improve to 5-1 on the season. We'll hang up here. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Kaden, Hummitch, Anna McIntyre, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.